Good afternoon. We will go ahead and call today's meeting of the Local Government Committee to order. I would ask the clerk to please call the roll.
Mainshine.
Here.
Mainshine here. Gonzalez. Present. Gonzalez here. Alejo. Chu. Here. Chu here. Cooley. Here. Cooley here. Gordon.
Oh, here.
Gordon here. Holden. Holden here. Linder. Waldron.
It is. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here today. Welcome back to a new year for the Local Government Committee. We have one bill on today's agenda, AB 1362. Testimony by rules of the committee will be limited to 2 main witnesses, up to 3 minutes each. Anyone beyond that limit, they are to state their name, organization, and position only, please. So we'll go ahead and begin with item number 1. Assemblymember Gordon, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair, members. I'm here today to present AB 1362, which is a bill addressing the composition of local mosquito and vector control district boards. I want to begin. Is not what I intended. When we discovered the drafting errors, it was too late to amend the bill for this hearing. I have drafted amendments to clarify AB 1362, and should you allow the bill to move forward, I will immediately take steps to amend the bill prior to any further consideration. The Sergeant has a copy of the amendments, and if he would distribute those to you. For a mosquito district that has a county-wide boundaries, existing law requires the Board of Trustees be composed of 1 appointee from the Board of Supervisors and 1 appointee from each of the cities within the district. In San Mateo County, in my assembly district, there are 20 cities, resulting in a 21-member district board. Other large counties are similarly affected. AB 1362 would authorize an optional alternative structure for appointing trustees to local mosquito boards. This process would transfer the appointment responsibility from individual city councils to the City Selection Committee. It would also authorize the City Selection Committee to reduce the size of the board. By using the City Selection Committee to make appointments, every city is included in the decision. This means increased transparency and accountability of trustees. The amendments will clarify that any change to the structure of a local mosquito board under AB 1362 would not be mandatory, and in fact could only occur when a majority of the cities with board representation adopt a resolution indicating a desire to change to the city selection process. That's a difficult threshold to meet and would require a great deal of effort and a strong desire to change. Because of this requirement, a district that does not want to change would not be threatened. The amendments that I will take should clarify that the bill is permissive and outline this opt-in procedure. Again, this measure is intended to be optional and to provide local districts with another tool in the toolbox. I believe that the amendments will address some of the concerns of the opposition, but there may be remaining issues, and I'm committed to continue to work with those who are opposed. I would respectfully ask for an aye vote.
We have a motion from Ms. Gonzalez, a second from Mr. Holden. Witnesses in support.
Your whole seat. Yeah.
Okay. Now?
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman. My name is Chris Hunter. I'm the Chief of Staff for San Mateo County Supervisor Don Horsley. Supervisor Horsley is a staunch supporter of Assemblymember Rich Gordon's bill and has advocated for more oversight of the San Mateo County Mosquito Abatement and Vector Control District. With 21 representatives for a special district comprising less than 750,000 people in the county, the San Mateo County Vector Control District's purportedly specific and comprehensive management and control failed miserably, creating a widespread awareness of ineffective oversight that was highlighted by embezzlement of more than $796,000. This tragic situation in San Mateo County led to a local grand jury report condemning the district board's actions, or lack of action. In fact, the report was entitled, "Who is Really in Charge of Taxpayers' Money?" The grand jury severely questioned the viability of the Vector Control District to carry out its duties and recommended that the district be dissolved and its responsibilities given to the county. Although this option was considered by the board of the San Mateo County Local Area Formation Commission, it was not advanced. Instead, the district hired a brand new general manager and embarked on a conscientious effort at financial security. I want to stress that the people who work to protect residents from mosquito-borne diseases have always been professional and highly effective in their work in San Mateo. They were let down by the fiscal improprieties of managers and the lack of oversight by trustees as much as the taxpayers of the county. AB 1362 would allow a district such as the one in San Mateo County to make a self-sponsored change to the way the Board of Trustees is created and structured. The optional nature of the bill would allow any district in California to maintain its board management and creation exactly as it currently exists, if they so choose. However, the bill would provide a mechanism whereby San Mateo County and its 20 incorporated cities could choose to shift the makeup of the Board of Trustees from the unwieldy number of 21 to a smaller, more efficient number. It is useful to remember that the San Mateo County Vector Control District came very close to being subsumed into the department workings of San Mateo County. This bill allows the local government entities to create a leaner and more effective Board of Trustees who can then independently develop policies and update audits to prevent future fiscal and management disasters. Supervisor Don Horsley has expressed his support and views this as a tool to address the prior dilemma of the Vector Control District without reimagining, reconfiguring, or even dismantling the entire district structure. This bill would not force any district to change, but would allow a district seeking to prevent potential fraud, embezzlement, or failure of management the ability to restructure its government management formula. Thank you for the opportunity to speak today. I appreciate it.
Well done. Right on 3 minutes. Any further witnesses in support? Seeing none, witnesses in opposition.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, Madam Vice Chair, committee members. Vanessa Kahina with KP Public Affairs on behalf of the Mosquito and Vector Control Association of California. We very much appreciate Assemblyman Gordon's having reached out to us in December when they decided that this might be an option that he wanted to pursue. And we have appreciated the conversations with him and his staff and the level of transparency at which we've had those conversations. However, the bill in print today is a statewide association. We're very worried about unintended consequences and the possible disenfranchisement of other cities and districts that could be affected by the language, even in mock-up that you're looking at today. As a statewide association of over 60 member agencies, none of our districts have identified the size and composition of their boards of trustees as being a problem for them. Managers can sometimes say it can be a little bit annoying, but it's not a problem. They can work with them, they work in committees, and they manage it to the best of their abilities, the way that we all kind of herd cats on a day-to-day basis. So the mock-up language, even though we've looked at it as being a very high threshold and there possibly being a low level of possibility of a district opting to change into a city selection committee process, there's still the possibility of that happening. And the disenfranchisement that could happen as a result of that is problematic to us. We have boards of trustees who are physicians, who are water experts, who are transportation experts, who are farmers, and the number of districts that this would affect, it's 8 around the state. We finally honed in on that number, a really diverse district. So we've talked about San Mateo County, Orange County, Contra Costa County as being the larger urban districts, but then there's also Lake, San Joaquin, Merced, and a number of others, to name a few. So the concern amongst all the members, even of their neighboring districts, of the association members who are involved in this, they're all highly concerned about a change in composition, regardless of the high threshold that we're talking about. San Mateo, we absolutely acknowledge the problems that happen there, and $750,000 being embezzled by staff is absolutely something where we need to crack down. However, it was a problem that happened there exclusively, and a lot of the problems have been addressed by a new general manager, by many new appointees on their own board. So at this point, we're unable to remove our opposition. We appreciate very much some of the analysis that pondered the questions, and we've looked back at the 2003 study done by a bipartisan committee of the legislature to reduce districts. However, at that point, they were also concerned about possibly reducing the number of city appointees. So we appreciate the analysis. We appreciate Mr. Gordon and the conversations moving forward, but at this point can't remove our opposition. And I'm here for any questions.
Thank you. Further witnesses in opposition? Seeing none, questions or comments from the committee? Seeing none, before you close, Mr. Gordon, I do want to commend you for your work with the committee in addressing the concerns that were raised, and I know you made some great efforts. As the bill got swatted around a little bit, I think that Mr. Gordon you really deserve a lot of credit for doing that. So I want to say thanks for that. And now, Mr. Gordon, you may close. No,
and I do appreciate the buzz that the committee gave me about the bill. I just want to reiterate that there are a set of amendments that, if you do move this forward, I will certainly take those immediately and to continue to work with the opposition. I'd respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Thank you. Okay, we have a motion and a second. I'd ask the clerk to please call the roll.
The motion is do pass. Mainshine.
Aye.
Mainshine, aye. Gonzalez. Aye. Gonzalez, aye. Alejo. Aye. Alejo, aye. Chu. Aye. Chu, aye. Cooley. Aye. Cooley, aye. Gordon.
Aye.
Gordon, aye. Holden. Aye. Holden, aye. Linder. Aye. Linder, aye. Waldron. Aye. Waldron, aye. Measures.
Motion is out 9-0. Thank you.
Thank you.
With that concludes today's meeting. Thank you all very much. Meeting is adjourned.